Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to my first ever WWE TLC 2012 prediction. And I've been looking forward to this all week to start my TLC 2012 predictions, and I've decided to start with the match which I am most looking forward to. It is John Cena versus Dolph Ziggy, and it's going to be an absolute awesome match. Now, the first thing I'd like to say is I made the custom Cena in the ring. It's his 10-year t-shirt kind of custom attire that he wears at the moment with the blue and yellow t-shirt. I personally made this superstar thread, so if you'd like to see that in a video where I show you everything I did to make it look like what he looks like at the moment with his current attire, please post in the comments. But I will also be putting in the comments Dolph Ziggler to win, John Cena to win, and if you have to thumbs up the comment if you think Cena's going to win or if you think Ziggler's going to win. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think as well, so thumbs up that comment. It'll be down in the video right about now, really. So obviously they are finally pushing Dolph Ziggler. They've had many chances to push Ziggler before. I think the night after Money in the Bank this year, they tried to push him with Chris Jericho, Y2J, the legend from the Attitude Era. And then earlier this year, in January 2012, we had at the Royal Rumble CM Punk versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship. And of course, CM Punk retained because he still had his championship for over a year. So they were trying to push Dolph Ziggler twice already this year, but I finally think they've gone to push Dolph Ziggler, which is absolutely awesome, because he has such great potential in the WWE, and finally they've gone to push him. So it's a perfect use of Cena. Cena is a top seller of merchandise, so it at least gets him in the PPV. He wouldn't have got the WWE Championship spot because he got one at Night of Champions, and it's kind of getting a bit lame where how many times he's gone for the WWE Championship off CM Punk. So it gets him in the PPV, it sells merchandise, it sells PPVs, so they're going to be making an extra 15 quid or here or there because it's got Cena in the PPV. But it's not for a championship, it's for the Money in the Bank, which Dolph Ziggler rightly owns. Ziggler versus Cena makes Ziggler a main eventer from a mid-carder. Putting it up against Cena is so good idea. It's a very good idea because Money in the Bank, only 12 people have won it, including Dolph Ziggler, and Cena, the 11th person to cash in, and failed. Yes, failed. Cena was not supposed to win, hence why Big Show broke up at Raw 1000, because he got CM Punk in the STFU, remember, and then Big Show came in, but technically CM Punk won. Cena won due to disqualification, but in disqualification rules in a championship match, CM Punk retained the title because Cena was not supposed to win the Money in the Bank match, because remember, at Money in the Bank 2012, it broke when he was hitting Big Show with it, and we think that he actually wasn't supposed to win, but I think that, but I don't think he was supposed to win. I think Big Show was supposed to win. That's why they threw him in the match at SummerSlam, Big Show versus Cena versus CM Punk. We're getting on another topic here, which I don't want to do. So it started a feud between Big Show, Cena, and CM Punk to no avail, but the winner is but moving on to this match, the winner is guaranteed the World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, guaranteed, because the only time that hasn't been cashed in, like I said, was Cena, and that was an accident because they didn't want Cena to actually win it because he wasn't supposed to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. So it's literally winner guaranteed for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think they're going to put this match between the World Heavyweight Championship and the match between The Shield and Team Hell No and Ryback. I think it will go Sheamus versus Big Show. Then the next match, it'll go this match, Dolph Ziggler and Cena. And then the next match, you have The Shield versus Hell No and Ryback, because then it'll make the match much more intense, because you've both got, you know the winner with the money, who wins the Money in the Bank. The match, they'll know who they're fighting to face for the World Heavyweight Championship. Will make it much more intense, if you know what I mean. This match will be second to last, separating the World Heavyweight Championship match and the 6-man tag team match. Like I said, much more intense because they know who is the World Heavyweight Championship. But this week on Raw, John Cena had the upper hand when Raw went off air on Monday. Apparently, according to people that were there, Dolph got hit by everyone's finisher who was in the brawl at the end. So that's the bro kick, that's the FU, that's the choke slam by Big Show, that's the spear by Roman Reigns from the Shield. To me, there's only one winner. Dolph Ziggler must win. WWE can do crazy things, but really, it's the time to push Ziggler. Chris Jericho and CM Punk pushes. It's time. Raw is all centered around the WWE Championship, and if you have two stories leading up to Royal Rumble, Rock versus Punk, obviously The Rock's going to be making a lot of appearances leading up to Royal Rumble, and if you have Ziggler shouting his mouth, and then you've got the World Heavyweight Championship getting in the line as well, then Raw will be much more interesting. Rock will be shooting promos all the time with CM Punk, which will get boring every week, and will get so stale so fast. If they're not capable, if you have Ziggler, who is still Money in the Bank winner and guaranteed the World Heavyweight Championship, then it mixes it up a bit, because after Raw 1000, it was so boring because you got CM Punk ending Raw every week, and it was literally so stale. But Ziggler will obviously show that this will obviously show that Ziggler can compete in big matches, because Cena is known or thought by many fans, literally nearly every fan, the face of the WWE, and especially for the last 10 years. He's been the WWE Champion 11 times, World Heavyweight Champion twice. It's kind of a transition, really, this match between Cena, who is offloading to Ziggler, who this match could really make Ziggler's career, because Ziggler is going to be great, no question, in the WWE, but Ziggler is on SmackDown. SmackDown with a championship is shit. SmackDown is so stale at the moment. It's literally centered about Big Show and Sheamus, and if you have Ziggler as well shouting his mouth about the Money in the Bank contract, it's going to make it much more interesting. But if they have Raw with two champions, because Cena is on Raw, SmackDown really has nothing to really air. It would be so pointless. But John Cena is on the poster with Rock and Brock Lesnar on the actual poster of WrestleMania 29 if you go on that tab on the WWE.com website. And it is rumoured John Cena is going to have a feud running up to WrestleMania 29 with The Rock. Whether Rock has the WWE Championship at that time, we will never know until Royal Rumble. So, it'd be pointless to give him the World Heavyweight title. I think he's just been thrown in here to push Ziggler. Obviously, John Cena continues to work pretty banged up. There is more and more talk that Cena's time as a full-time top star isn't going to last forever. Very sad. There's always a feeling that it would do a main event storylines for as long as his body holds up, which is possibly the end of 2013, and then probably work a schedule where he wouldn't always be on top, but will be saved for a few matches, and then he'll eventually begin a part-time role. Kind of like Edge, kind of like Undertaker now. I think WWE went too far with the AJ and Cena love story, and this week's Raw was a perfect example. Cena showed she is annoying, he was doing the eye rolling, and he doesn't really care. So I think to exit this storyline, the perfect ending to this match would be AJ comes out, distracts Cena, and then Ziggler climbs up to wins the Money in the Bank, captures his Money in the Bank briefcase, and then Cena gets pissed, and they basically break down this storyline, because I can't think of another way to end this storyline. It'd be a perfect opportunity at pay-per-view. So I definitely don't think Ziggler will cash in. TLC, Sheamus and Big Show, it'll be a hardcore match. They'll be pretty beaten up and very ouchy situations. But Royal Rumble is the road to WrestleMania. Cashing in is the perfect opportunity for Ziggler to make his contract. The transition between Cena and John Cena to Ziggler to make him a great Royal Rumble would be a perfect impact to make Ziggler a great by cashing it in and winning the World Heavyweight title. The road to WrestleMania begins, so Ziggler will definitely cash in at Royal Rumble and definitely win this match. So definitely Dolph Ziggler's going to win. I cannot stress this enough. He will definitely win. WWE really cannot stop this push for Dolph Ziggler. I think he'll definitely win. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video and of course like the comments. Dolph Ziggler or Cena to win. It's obviously going to be Cena. So not Cena, Ziggler, sorry. So thanks for watching. Ziggler will win. Goodbye. Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to my second TLC 2012 prediction. Now, I just predicted the 5 moves of doom versus Dolph Ziggler for the Money in the Bank contract, and this time I'm going to be doing Wade Barrett versus Kofi Kingston. Boom, 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 for the Intercontinental Championship. And, well, this is a bit of an interesting one. It's hard to decide if they've put this in just for a squash match to fill the PPV and sell a slightly more sales in the extra 15 quids here or there they get, or they've actually going to have a title switch. So you've got Wade Barrett and Kofi Kingston, who are top level talent. You cannot deny how much talent these guys are. They are really entertaining, but they have trouble sticking with the crowd. By this, I mean that they have trouble having the crowd sticking. Well, it's just obvious, kind of obvious what I just said, but it's kind of hard having the crowd go with them. Like in Cena versus Dolph Ziggler matches, you have "Let's go Cena, Ziggler sucks" or stuff like that. But in this match, you really don't have the crowd behind them. I just get the sense that you don't really have that sense that the crowd are actually with them in this match, that they actually want to see this match. The two men have, Kofi Kingston and Wade Barrett, I have a few stuff right down here, but the two men have been pushed to the main event in the past, but have never really made it. They've always stayed as an upper mid-card superstars, making them a perfect match for the Intercontinental Championship, because the Intercontinental Championship is classed as the secondary title behind the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship, respectively, who are on Raw and SmackDown. And the Intercontinental Championship, it doesn't really matter what show it has it on, it drifts in and out, but it is classed as the secondary title of the promotion. So WWE really classes this as an undermining title, which pushes people to higher championships. Now, the Intercontinental Championship, two really main superstars to take note of this. In January 19th of January 2009 is when WWE Champion CM Punk in July at Money in the Bank cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase at Money in the Bank, but earlier on 19th of January 2009 became the Intercontinental Championship champion, and from that he then went on to win the Money in the Bank and then the WWE Championship. So he was pushed using the Intercontinental Championship to get the WWE Championship. Another example of this was Rey Mysterio in the same year of June 28, 2009, where Rey Mysterio defeated CM Punk for the Intercontinental Championship, and then at SummerSlam 2009 defeated Kane, the Big Red Monster, for the World Heavyweight Championship. So both times the Intercontinental Championship has been used as a ploy to bring bigger stuff to these two champions in Rey Mysterio and CM Punk. So it's basically used as a push for superstars for bigger things. In March 25th, 2011, Wade Barrett won his first singles title in WWE versus the one and only Kofi Kingston. And yes, he won the Intercontinental Championship versus Kofi Kingston in March 25th, 2011. So fast forward to this Sunday in December 2012, and Wade Barrett is in a similar stipulation, but this time it's even more important for him to win. If WWE is looking to build Wade Barrett, which is very popular among WWE fans at this time, as a future main eventer, he can't lose to someone who he has already defeated for that title, the Intercontinental Championship. He's beaten once, good, but beating him twice, even better. It's a popular thought among WWE fans, like I said, and myself, that Barrett is no doubt a World Heavyweight Championship potential and a future Hall of Famer if he stays with the WWE. There's no doubt. Nobody can disagree with me on that. But think back to past world champions like Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, Triple H, The Rock. What did they all have in common? They won the World Intercontinental Championship before they went on to win the World Championship in the WWE Championship. The Intercontinental Championship title has always been looked as a stepping stone to world title, and the Intercontinental Championship will most likely be the highest level of success for Kofi Kingston in WWE. He can't go any further. Tag Team Champions, he's done it. Intercontinental Championship, he's got it. I don't think he'll go any further. He's definitely not in line for the World Heavyweight title or the WWE Championship. No freaking way. WWE like to use him as getting the kids behind WWE. He's really good with the charity work and stuff, but as far as he can go, he's Intercontinental Champion. I think they really gave the Intercontinental Champion to Kofi Kingston really somebody to give it to. They really, had it as The Miz. I thought it was good. I was kind of confused why they gave it to Kofi Kingston in the first place, and they should have stayed with Miz and maybe used him against Kofi Kingston. Two people who are definitely a main event as potentials, and Miz, of course, he was a main eventer at WrestleMania. However, for Wade Barrett, the Intercontinental title is just a small step towards the top of the heap. However, when you compare Barrett to a superstar such as Kofi Kingston, a loss would make Barrett look incredibly weak. This is why Barrett must win. If you are trying to build someone to be a main eventer level superstar, which of course they are, and future World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Champion, you cannot book him to lose. You cannot book him to lose. So your winner, one and only Wade Barrett. Me, a Mank, I want Wade Barrett to win because I am a Man United supporter. He is billed from Preston. They changed it from Manchester for some unknown, ridiculous reason. But I want Wade Barrett to win because I am from Britain. I am from England. I want Wade Barrett to win. And of course, I think he will. They are pushing him. They are using the Intercontinental Championship. Even if he loses it at Royal Rumble. So a lot of people have just saying this is a squash match. But I think even if he loses it at Royal Rumble, it is a great stepping stone for the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, WWE are not stupid. They are using this to make him go on to bigger things. It is his time. Barrett will be a great, and he needs this. He needs the Intercontinental Championship. So that is my prediction. WWE has been pushing Barrett to make an impact since his return with his new Fight Club style gimmick all around Europe. So the bare knuckle brawler needs to become a champion again to make his mark on the WWE, and WWE would be foolish not to give him the strap as being the Intercontinental Championship. So that is my prediction, guys. Kofi Kingston is definitely going to lose this. Wade Barrett is going to come out the champion with the Intercontinental Championship to boost him for the World Heavyweight title. Thanks for watching. Of course, go into the comment section and give me a thumbs up on Kofi Kingston to win or Wade Barrett. But I think it's Wade Barrett. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching and goodbye. Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to my third WWE TLC 2012 prediction, and we have got the R-Truth versus Antonio Cesaro match for the United States Championship. Now this is a rematch from last month's competitive, yes competitive, bout at Survivor Series 2012, and I say competitive because it was surprisingly a very, very good match. Now, Antonio Cesaro came out of Raw last week from a Raw Active Fatal 4-Way as the champion. Kofi Kingston's Intercontinental Championship could have been on the line, but the WWE Universe in a Raw Active poll decided that they wanted Antonio Cesaro's US title up for grabs in this Fatal 4-Way where it had Kofi Kingston, R-Truth versus Antonio Cesaro and Wade Barrett. Now, whether Raw Active is actual official or they just make the results up on the spot, because it was literally decided over like one advert, and I mean, if they could have got all that results in from Twitter in that space of time, I'll be mystified. But anyway, apparently the WWE Universe chose Antonio Cesaro's US title to go on the line in a Raw. I was kind of surprised why the hell they decided to do this. I mean, I've never agreed with title matches that are outside PPVs because it's just pointless really, and it's obvious that they're going to retain. And of course, Antonio Cesaro did retain. So, even if he doesn't think too highly of the country his title represents, the title obviously means quite a lot to him. And to be honest, I don't think I'll ever like Antonio Cesaro as an in-ring performer. I mean, WWE need performers like this. I mean, he's a raw, down-to-earth, awesome wrestler. I mean, he can wrestle, no doubt. There's people like him, like Wade Barrett. They can get the job done. A Big Show, they can get the job done. They are wrestlers, but to me, they're not entertainers. They're not people who actually make me want to buy the PPV. And for the record, I've never bought a PPV, so I just watch it on live stream. But to me, he's not somebody that will ever make me want to buy a PPV. And to be honest, as far as it'll go, Ryback as a core wrestler is as far as it'll go to making me want to buy a PPV. Cesaro is kind of that wrestler which he isn't entertaining. If you watch WWE for the full factor of wrestling, you will enjoy watching this guy. He is good. There's no doubt he is good. His neutralizer has had a lot of stick. People want his European uppercut to be his main finisher, which undoubtedly is very, very good. It'll be interesting to see if he'll go for that as his main finisher, because it looks a lot more devastating than this neutralizer. But going on to R-Truth, a veteran-like former US champion, R-Truth is capable of finding and exploiting weaknesses in almost any opponent. So be sure this match will be competitive like Survivor Series 2012 this year. So of course, so perhaps even the Swiss superstar being Antonio Cesaro and his nearly flawless arsenal, is his experience and advantage aside, it's going to be up against R-Truth. R-Truth is also fighting with American pride, eager to unseat the arrogant and condescending champion. And Truth is likely to return the US title. He'd want to retain the US title to the waist of a superstar who respects America. On a stat card of diverse matchups, the US title match has been it could potentially be a sleeper, a match which doesn't really live up to the expectations of what Antonio Cesaro and R-Truth really want it to be. with a motivated brawler of a ring general on one side of the ring and a brash uppercut throwing up and corner on the other side, the championship bout has all the makings of a gritty fight, even sans tables, ladders or chairs. R-Truth has been in the wrestling industry for a long time. I think he made his WWE debut in 2008 and he was actually in TNA before, and his chance to be a top competitor is over. I don't think he can really make it in the tag team division either. On the other hand, Antonio Cesaro is new to the big leagues of pro wrestling and has all the potential in the world to be a huge star in the future. Whether it's for me or the other people in the WWE fans, I'm not a huge fan of him, but a lot of people are. A lot of people are really behind him. The build to Royal Rumble and the road to WrestleMania 29 is on the horizon, and he will be part of the big game plan moving forward and becoming a megastar after the night of TLC. After hardly building a feud between these two until the last 2 weeks of programming towards TLC, Antonio Cesaro must defeats R-Truth at the TLC pay-per-view and retain the United States title. As much as R-Truth needs a serious push sooner rather than later, or he could get left behind by the WWE in a moving show which seems to be moving onto moving out of the PG era, according to latest news from Mr. McMahon. Even though he isn't fully behind it, Cesaro is the more promising star and WWE must protect him. He has a lot in his arsenal, like I said, with a big win over a fan favourite on Sunday, an American proud born, and R-Truth, Cesaro would continue to build credibility. He is certainly building credibility among the WWE fans. Personally, he is an amazing in-ring performer. While the US title is often scoffed at because of the way the championship has treated over the years, with the likes of, you've had Santino Marella having it, WWE has been making a conscientious effort to return the prestige to the belt in Antonio Cesaro, who has been amazing. There is no doubt he has been amazing, entertainment or not. If you like core wrestling, you like this guy, there's no doubt. A long way from Cesaro is great for both his character and the title. Obviously they want to build his character as a kind of Ryback, as a kind of strong, strengthy guy. He has not been defeated by an American, and I cannot see this happening at TLC. So yeah, there could really be only one option for me. I'm not sure if people would be going for R-Truth, but I think Antonio Cesaro, to build on his character of being undefeated by a US champion, by just a United States citizen, I think I'm going to have to go for Antonio Cesaro for this one. I think he could carry it all the way to WrestleMania 29. Yes, WrestleMania 29. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Remember to like the comment if it's for R-Truth to win or Antonio Cesaro to win. I think it's going to be Antonio Cesaro. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to my 4th WWE TLC 2012 prediction videos. And today we have got, well actually I'm uploading quite a few today, but that's kind of a lie. But today we have got Rey Mysterio and Cara, the tag team, versus Team Rhodes Scholars, being, Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes with this new mustache. Now, the reason why we're having this match is for the #1 contenders to face Kane and Daniel Bryan at the Royal Rumble 2013, the first pay-per-view of 2013 calendar. So, why are Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes Scholars in this match? They won a Fatal 4-Way tag match this week on Monday Night Raw versus Jimmy and Jey Uso, Primo and Epico, and the Prime Time players. Now, Jimmy and Jey Uso were very, very much in control. I think they eliminated 2 out of the 3 competitors, and then I think it went down to Rhodes Scholars and the Usos, and then I think Rhodes Scholars ended up getting a really, really lucky win and ended up in this match versus Rey and Sin Cara to be the #1 contenders for the Royal Rumble 2013 pay-per-view versus Kane and Daniel Bryan, Team Hell No. So, Kane and Daniel Bryan will be champions coming into Royal Rumble 2013. Personally, I didn't think they would carry this on as far to 2013 being the Royal Rumble. I thought they would lay it off at Survivor Series, but it looks like they've cemented these two together and made them friends because they come in together as a tag team. They've been helping each other against the Shield, and they just look really, really good in the ring now. They kind of stopped them being more entertaining tag team and now more of a wrestling tag team, more tag team champions worthy, and they've kind of really well gone together. I didn't think that they'd be so entertaining as they have been. They're so funny, they're so good, so entertaining. I personally watched 3 hours of these guys. They're so funny. Kane and Daniel Bryan I'm on about here. Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow just piss off. But basically, Rey and Sin Cara So winner will face tag team champions at Royal Rumble. So yes, both the winners of this match will basically face Kane and Daniel Bryan at Royal Rumble because they are in a match with Ryback. They're teaming up with Ryback versus the Shield. So they don't actually have a tag team match, so they can't possibly lose their tag team championships. So it will be the winners of this match versus Kane and Daniel Bryan at Royal Rumble 2013. So Rey and Sin Cara are considered faces of the WWE. So if Rey and Sin Cara win this match and go into Royal Rumble 2013 and face Kane and Daniel Bryan, who are also considered as a face these days, it would be face versus face at Royal Rumble 2013, which would not work. So Rey and Sin Cara have not been in action for weeks now, and Rey has not even been on WWE TV for 2 weeks. This isn't a good sign, as it shows WWE are considering stopping this tag team, as possibly the ratings are going down, or it is not as big as a hit as what they thought it would be, as they put these two up. I think it was about SummerSlam time, and maybe it just hasn't gone as well as they thought it would. So it's rumoured the tag team will split up in the future, possibly this night, and they will possibly face off 1 versus 1. So it would be possible. It would be a possible time for these two to end as a tag team on TLC 2012, ending 2012 as single competitors, and ending this tag team once and for all. Because personally, I just don't think this tag team is very good. I mean, I don't like the fact that they're so babyface that they just WWE pander to the young generation WWE fans and just pander to them and just make them win every single match. It's just not very good. I think it's really good that they have Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes, which I think they're a pretty good tag team. Now, it's possible that these two will split up in the future. I'm on about Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara here. That it's possible that they will split up in the future and have a 1v1, possibly at WrestleMania. Maybe not on that grandest stage, but it is possible that they will go on to 1 versus 1 in a match, because they are both masked superstars, and it would be actually kind of an interesting match to see, really, because they're both high-flying, considered the 2 top high-flying superstars the WWE has ever seen. On the other hand, talking about Rhodes Scholars, they're a fresh new tag team. Cody's mustache is a great hit after he came back from his injury last week on Monday Night Raw in that fatal 4-way tag match. Cody Rhodes' mustache has been a great hit, and the WWE fans are just going, Cody's mustache, and it's gone down really well, and they consider one another as a best friend. This is a great sign of a tag team, really, isn't it? And Sandow has been in matches whilst Cody was out of injury since the 14th of November, the day before my birthday. Since he had an injury on the 14th of November, thanks to Kane's hip toss over his head, and Sandow has attempted to get the WWE fans involved with his revolution to help save the WWE fans from their ignoramuses. So basically, this shows that WWE has no plans for Sandow nor Cody to go into singles matches and split up and staying with the tag team, because simply Damian Sandow was basically trying to evolve the WWE fans, and he was simply being put in simple squash matches. He wasn't starting with feuds with anybody, really. This shows that he wants to keep them in the tag team division and not the singles division. So this, to me, shows the win is more likely to go in favour of Rhodes Scholars. However, WWE sometimes surprises us with babyface Rey Mysterio winning in unlikely circumstances. But for me, Rhodes Scholars will win, because it looks like they're going for them for the tag team division. They want to stick with them in the tag team division. So for me, it's going to be Team Rhodes Scholars to win this one. As always, please thumbs up the comments in the comments section to see who you want to win. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to another WWE TLC 2012 predictions video, and God, I'm getting so bored of doing that intro. But anyway, the pre-show is scheduled to live stream on WWE.com, YouTube.com/WWE, and Facebook.com/WWE, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and 4:30 Pacific. Now, the one and only match that we're having on the pre-show is the Santa's Helpers #1 contenders Divas Battle Royale to face the Divas champion Eve Torres, who has defeated literally everyone since she's had 3 reigns. Eve is on her 3rd title reign. Yes, 3rd title reign, and this championship has only been going since 2008, and it's been held by the likes of Mickie James, Natalya, and Beth Phoenix. And Eve Torres, in her combined days of actually having the championship, has held it for 230 plus days, which isn't actually it's not really a long time. I think Beth Phoenix has held it for the longest time being the Divas champion. So, I mean, it's switching around quite a lot. And the people that we actually have in this match, the Divas that we actually have in this match, who are actually apparently going to be dressed up in stupid, ridiculous Santa costumes, is Alicia Fox, Layla, Natalya, Caitlyn, Tamina Snuka, who has recently just added herself or re-entered herself into the Divas title contentions in a big way, Rosa Mendes, Aksana, Cameron and Naomi, the Funky Dactyls. And last time this match went ahead, last time we had a battle royale, I think we had one on, I believe it was on a SmackDown. We had the one and only, the person from NXT, Caitlyn, win that match, but she did actually not successfully win. We're not sure if she was actually supposed to win, because on the night of Night of Champions, she was apparently injured by Aksana, who we found out was Aksana only a few weeks ago, because she was wearing a blonde wig. We're not actually sure if Caitlyn was actually supposed to win that match, so we actually thought it was supposed to be Eve Torres, because she was the person which was put into the match, because Caitlyn was injured on the night of Champions before her match. And Tamina Snuka, like I said, has re-entered the Divas division title contentions in a big way. Superfly splashing through lesser opponents like AJ Lee. Natalya's technical wizardry is always a danger to the competition, and relatively untested divas such as Rosa Mendes and the Funky Dactyls, being Cameron and Naomi, are all searching for big wins. Which diva will escape with a Divas title match? Theirs. What's an interesting question. Well, the possible winners for me personally are only Caitlyn and Tamina Snuka. Yes, out of all the 8 opponents that are actually in this match, I can only think of Caitlyn and Tamina Snuka, who are actually possibly going to win this match. AJ Lee was actually put down for this match earlier this week, but now she's actually been taken out of this match, which is beyond me personally. I don't know why they didn't actually just put down the people that they thought was going to be in the match straight away. Why did they put it out with AJ in it first place and then retract her from it? I'm not really sure why they went with that, but AJ is not in it anymore, which kind of puts to me why she will make an appearance in the John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler match, because I can't think of any other reason why they haven't put her in this match, because she's actually currently kind of having a rival with Vicky Guerrero, but Tamina Snuka kind of snuck in there, the snooker beast. So we're not really sure if Tamina Snuka is going to carry on with the AJ Lee kind of rivalry, or she's actually going to win it. But to me, it's only between Caitlyn and Tamina Snuka. Whether Natalya actually has any chance in this Divas Championship whatsoever, because she seems to be going with Carly and Hornswoggle for some unknown reason. I don't know. It's like the 3-man band. They've kind of put 3 random people together there. Small, tall, and just some hot person. So that's kind of weird. And whether Hornswoggle will come out and just, like, come under the ring and get Rosa Mendes or something, which would be kind of funny for the pre-show. So to me, there's only 2 winners, Caitlyn and Tamina Snuka. I think Tamina Snuka isn't fully over as a heel yet. She fully hasn't come back because she re-entered the Divas titles contentions. So to me, I think there's only one winner, Caitlyn, because Caitlyn wasn't supposed to win last time the Battle Royale, because it kind of looked like Eve fell out first before her, I think it was. So I think the winner will be Caitlyn for me. So please post in the comments. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to comment like 8 times, but I'll probably put Caitlyn or Tamina Snuka, because I think it's literally between them 2. Maybe Natalya as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. To me, it's Caitlyn's going to be the winner. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to the 6th WWE TLC 2012 prediction, and today we have got another prediction, of course, and it is The Big Show versus Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is going to be absolutely electric. There's been so much build-up to this match on SmackDown especially. It has been absolutely ridiculous. We also got a slight little build-up on Raw, actually, for about 20 minutes at the start of the show. So now, I'm going to get into Sheamus. Sheamus has been one of the most dominant forces in the WWE this year, after winning the Royal Rumble and subsequently the World Heavyweight Championship from Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania in 18 seconds. Thanks to AJ, Sheamus has ploughed through the competition, representing the WWE World Heavyweight Championship very, very well. There is no question about it, very, very well. But the problem is he has reached the brick wall named The Big Show. At WWE Hell in a Cell 2012, surprisingly, Big Show defeated Sheamus with his second WMD of the match. Big Show had already taken a bro kick from Sheamus, and it was probably the best match of the night. It was very, very good. And Big Show became the World Heavyweight Champion for the second time in 15 plus years of him actually being in the WWE and making his debut. So that's pretty impressive, actually, his second time, and he's been in the WWE for such a long time. So some say he is coming to his end after being in the WWE for, well, you could say successful, but he had a very good successful run in the tag team division with Kane, of course. The two, however, Sheamus and Big Show have put on slugfest every time they step in the ring together. Surprisingly, Big Show has proved in this feud that he still has the ability to put on a good match given the right person to work with. People are very negative, however, of Big Show, but personally, I think he still has it, and WWE have found a great rivalry between him and Sheamus, and I think that when Big Show, when he got the World Heavyweight Championship at Hell in a Cell, I was sure they would serve as a transitional champion to that he would transition so that somebody else could be the champion. So maybe Big Show became the champion and then Randy Orton started a feud with him. So he kind of worked as a transition for somebody else to be the champion respectively. So there isn't really much value in having Big Show beat Sheamus for virtually the third PPV in a row. Sure, it would help Big Show get over there even more as an unstoppable force because Sheamus has practically come across a brick wall, like I said. But personally, I'm not sure how many people would want to see that him defeating Sheamus in the third PPV in the row. We've nearly got an Alberto Del Rio versus Sheamus problem on our hands, where I think we saw them 5 PPVs out of 6 PPVs where Sheamus went on one-on-one against Alberto Del Rio. Big Show's matches with Sheamus, however, have been awesome so far, like I said, but the promos have been lacking. There's hardly been any promo cuts or any promos whatsoever, and most are probably ready for Big Show to transition out of the title scene sooner rather than later. Sheamus, however, has had golden opportunities to defeat the Big Show in these 3 title matches that we're going to have. Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship, but has fallen short in each instance. First, it was the Big Show finishing off Sheamus with 2 knockout punches, like I said. Then, it was Big Show who got himself disqualified at Survivor Series to cheaply retain his belt. From English Pub to Barking Lot, these two have had it all and have seen it all. Now, it's time for steel chairs to get involved. Sometimes the Big Show knows all too well at the hands of Sheamus. The rivalry is getting a bit old now, like I said, as we've seen it pay-per-view after pay-per-view. So Sheamus doesn't have much time left to get over the top and become champion. So by the thing I mean by this is, if Sheamus doesn't defeat Big Show this time, his chances becoming the World Heavyweight Champion for the next few PPVs is very slim if Big Show carries on, because I can't see them having another match being Big Show versus Sheamus at Royal Rumble, because now that Dolph Ziggler possibly could be in the picture, like I said, I thought Dolph Ziggler would retain his Money in the Bank contract and keep the Money in the Bank briefcase, so he's guaranteed a title shot versus the World Heavyweight Champion. Sheamus has very, very slim chances to get this World Heavyweight Championship if he loses at TLC, because if Dolph Ziggler cashes in on TLC, which I don't think he will, I think this match will be before Dolph Ziggler has his match against John Cena. It'll be the 3rd to last match, so it'll be the 4th match of the night. I personally think that Sheamus will have a very, very hard chance of actually getting the World Heavyweight title, because if Dolph Ziggler cashes in, he's almost guaranteed to cash in at TLC or Royal Rumble. He will gain the World Heavyweight title, because the only time that somebody has cashed in a loss is John Cena, when he wasn't supposed to win because it accidentally came off the hook. The briefcase came off the hook, and then John Cena cashed it in and lost because WWE didn't want him to be the WWE champion. They wanted Big Show to be the champion, but he didn't become the champion because he didn't win the briefcase. But if Dolph Ziggler cashes in, he's almost guaranteed that title. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. So if Sheamus loses at TLC and Big Show carries on, Sheamus' chance of actually becoming the World Heavyweight Champion off Big Show, because he'd have another match, are very, very slim. And as soon as Dolph Ziggler cashes in, that match, Sheamus versus Big Show, is gone, and Sheamus has no reason to have a match versus Dolph Ziggler, so his chance is gone if he doesn't retain at TLC. Although, this is what I'm trying to say, a loss could send Sheamus back into WWE obscurity when he was the US champion. After all, how many times can these two meet? Sheamus is World Championship material, there is no question about it, and to me, Big Slow's career is coming to an end. There is no question about that either. What would happen to Sheamus without the World Heavyweight Championship? That is a very, very interesting question to answer, and that's why I'm very doubtful that Sheamus could lose to this. But the prediction that I'm going to make is very, very controversial. You might think it's well, very controversial. Big Show made to look weak on SmackDown by running away and admitting he is not scared, but WWE are just making more people buy the WWE PPV and maybe make an element of surprise if Big Show wins at TLC 2012. At the moment on WWE.com, Sheamus is chance of winning thanks to a poll on WWE.com. Whether this is actually legit or they just make them up, I think they're not legit, but Sheamus is 77% to win, and obviously Big Show, that means he is 23% chance to win, so the odds are very much stacked against Big Show to retain his World Heavyweight title. However, TLC is known to not have many title changes, as it is the end of 2012, and the road to WrestleMania begins at Royal Rumble, the next PPV. So, better to impact a championship at Royal Rumble, so better to make an impact and have a championship change at Royal Rumble rather than TLC, as it's undermined at TLC because it's all forgotten in the years of 2013 and the lead up to WrestleMania 29. So that's why I'm going for me, Big Show, to retain his World Heavyweight Championship. I think that if Sheamus wins, it will not make an impact. It will not be special if Sheamus retains because he's already been the World Heavyweight title this year. He's had a very, very good year, but I think Big Show will retain this title and carry on to Royal Rumble, and Dolph Ziggler will cash in, yes, cash in at Royal Rumble. He will not cash in at TLC. I think Big Show, WWE are undermining how big and strong Big Show is. He can still compete in these matches. He will retain. I think he will. Sheamus has already been the title champion. I think if Sheamus loses, we won't have to sit through these boring matches. They're not boring. They're not boring, but we've seen them too many times. This will be the third time we've seen them head-to-head in the last 3 PPVs. I think for this to come out, well, I think that Sheamus needs to lose so we can put this rivalry to bed, and then we can have Dolph Ziggler and Big Show, maybe have Randy Orton squeezing in there. John Cena, I won't want it to get squeezed in there, but that could be a possibility as well. So for me, I'm going to go for a Big Show win. Hopefully if you enjoyed this video, please give a like on the comments you think is going to win, if you think Big Show's going to win, or you think Sheamus is going to win. Hopefully if you're going to enjoy this video, oh god, I'm so tired. I'm nearly on my last prediction. Finally, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to the last WWE TLC 2012 prediction, and this is it. This is it, the main event. Ryback teaming up with Kane and Daniel Bryan, Team Hell No, who have finally got on the same page apparently, versus the NXT's one and only The Shield, who are... This is representing, for fans of WWE, old and new, the future for the WWE. With Ryback, the future is now. He was scheduled to battle CM Punk for CM Punk's WWE Championship before an injury curtailed those plans were put to shreds. So we have this match now, and that match was actually cancelled, which is kind of depressing, but Ryback was thrown into the WWE Championship picture because of Cena's injury at Hell in a Cell 2012 this year, a few pay-per-views ago in October. I think it was October the 28th. So WWE have kept with Ryback, showing he is a big future for the WWE, and the whole of the universe are behind him. Ryback lost under controversial endings at both Hell in a Cell due to Brad Maddox's low blow and Survivor Series due to The Shield coming from nowhere. Nobody had hardly heard with them except for the people who watched NXT, and then he put him through the announcers table. I personally think if it wasn't for Punk's injury, thanks to Ryback smashing Punk through a table on Raw, the 3rd of December show, the Shield yet again would have interfered, and Punk would have cheekily climbed the ladder to get the WWE Championship after Ryback was smashed through the Spanish announcers table, because now we have a tables, ladders and chairs match, the only full TLC match of the night being the main event. It would have been a TLC match between CM Punk and Ryback, but we now have a 6-man, the first ever 6-man tag team match, two teams going head to head for no title, and they won't literally have to use ladders to climb up and get something. They just have to win by pinfall or submission. But anything can go. They can run around. They can do literally anything. They can use chairs. They can use tables. They can use ladders. But why do they keep going with controversial endings to his last 2 matches being Ryback? I'm talking about here. WWE wanted to keep Ryback's unbeaten streak till WrestleMania 29. But instead did it under controversial losses to keep his domination character. Now, you're probably thinking, where am I going with this domination character? This brings me to Brock Lesnar. Yes, the one and only Brock Lesnar. Not been seen in the WWE since the night after SummerSlam 2012 in the summer. He said he was not the king of all. He said basically what he said on that Raw. He said he was now the king of kings after defeating Triple H in possibly the most overhyped match I have ever seen in the WWE, and I have been watching WWE for years and years. I've been watching it for over 10 years, and he basically said he was the king of the ring, the king of kings over Triple H and everybody, and has nothing else to prove. So we haven't seen Brock Lesnar since then. And talking about king of the ring, king of the kings, Ryback. Instead of the original plan to use the Shield again at TLC, they will use Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar will come in out of the crowd and smash Ryback through an announcer's table. Yet again, that will mean we have another controversial ending. I did a video about the possible match Ryback versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 29. As I just said that, I just got some slight goosebumps, as Lesnar is featured on the poster of WrestleMania 29. Like I said in that video, there's a nice little thumbnail in the top left hand corner if you're wondering if you want to watch that video. But if you go into WWE.com, go to the WrestleMania 29 tab, he is on the poster next to Triple H and I believe The Rock. It seems too early to start thinking about WrestleMania 29 and should leave it up until Royal Rumble, because that's when the road to WrestleMania begins, But with Punk's injury, now is the time. This would possibly set either a match off at Royal Rumble, Lesnar versus Ryback, or for WrestleMania 29. Whether they go straight for it at Royal Rumble or build it up like they did for the Triple H match, they built that match up so much that it actually ended up not delivering. So whether they'll go for the Royal Rumble and learn from their mistakes, get the Lesnar versus Ryback match, or they'll go till WrestleMania 29 and make them build that match up for 3 months from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania 29. The Showcase TLC match will benefit as a result. Throwing him being Ryback and Team Hell No into the ring on the same team at the same time is almost not even fair on these NXT youngsters who practically don't even know what they're doing, messing with Team Hell No, then Randy Orton, then Ryback. They don't really know what they've got themselves into. However, the youngsters of the Shield could get a huge push after a good showing. Win or loss, it doesn't really matter, but for me, keeping the Shield in the WWE needs a win from the Shield. Lesnar helps the Shield by winning. How about this? Lesnar helps the Shield win by putting Ryback through the announcers table, probably the Spanish announcers table, and keeps the universe heat on the Shield, making them get a push. It keeps them making an impact on the WWE. The Shield are something new. We've not seen anything like this. Even TNA started copying them on their pay-per-view on Sunday. And why more? And this proves why WWE need more stars from NXT and why they're vital for the WWE to move on from their current state. Making the Shield win will show a great example as to what the WWE has to offer for the fans in the future, and sets up a very important match at WrestleMania 29 or possibly Royal Rumble 2013. It sets up the Lesnar versus Ryback match, which could possibly steal the show at either one of these pay-per-views. It'd be so good. Imagine ending with Brock Lesnar coming back, making a huge impact on the crowd, and Ryback versus Brock Lesnar. Ryback gets put through an announcer's table and the Shield help to win. These youngsters get a win. It'd be so epic. So for me, for the heat to carry on, the WWE to get up against the Shield, and for the Shield to keep making an impact on the WWE and to prove to everybody in the WWE as being the universe, I'm not on about superstars here, for the universe to get behind them, it needs a win from the Shield to prove that NXT is really vital for the WWE as they're actually thinking about pulling away from the PG era. It'd be vital to show that WWE are moving in a new direction by bringing in new and upcoming stars. So I think the Shield is a very, very important chance to show everybody that youngsters can do it. Youngsters can come into the WWE and win, and I think it would really keep the Shield going. So if the Shield lose, there's not really a lot they can do. There isn't really a lot for them to do. So for me, the Shield has got to win for them to keep the heat up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and as always, at the end of every single TLC video, I have said in the comment section, I'll put Ryback or Team Hell knows to win. Like this comment if you think they'll win, or I'll put like if you think the Shield will win, and I'll also might put like if you think Brock Lesnar will win and settle a match for Ryback versus Brock Lesnar at possibly Royal Rumble 2013 or WrestleMania 29. How epic does that sound, guys? Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.